Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage, and welcome back to Community Fridays. This week we are changing up a little bit from all of the Weiss stuff, and I wanted to show a Hololive TCG deck. And this one was sent in by Joker. This is really fun. Honestly, I've been building this deck and been trying to get all the stuff for it and work towards learning how the deck is and everything, and honestly it's really fun. I do like this, so this is another big reason because I've been working on this deck specifically that I wanted to show off Joker's build for it. It's called Big Kitty Trouble because as we all know, big cat means big trouble. So this is the Raura Pantera Oshi. This in particular has one of the most, like, to me, if you've been playing card games for years, seeing the effect, the second effect here that this has, we'll get to in a moment, just in my mind breaks the game. Like, obviously some people are gonna be like, oh, it's whatever, but completely ignoring a mechanic of the game is kind of busted. So okay, let's take a look at each of these. So the first effect that you can use each turn is the Holo Power -2. If your center Holomem is Raura Pantera, reveal one Holomem from your deck with the same card name as your collab Holomem and add it to your hand. So the entire deck is Raura. You basically can just collab and then search for a Raura. So very nice. Now, the once per game, the SP Oshi skill is a Holo Power -1, just one, mind you. During this game, the rest of the game, all of your Raura Panthera do not rest during the reset phase. So every turn, typically when you collab at the end of your opponent's turn, whatever that collab character is, rest and moves to your backstage. It still moves to your backstage, but this turns off the resting portion of it, and you're going to see the amazing synergy with that in a little bit here. But just so you know, this does, at first, when I first read this, I thought this was like a one turn type deal. Like, oh, this lasts for one turn, you get to keep something from doing it, from resting. Okay, that's neat, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, this just turns it off for the rest of the fucking game. And that's insane to me. Like, imagine just I ignore a specific phase basically altogether. You don't ignore the reset phase entirely, but for this particular mechanic, because the entire deck is Raura, you basically just ignore the phase. Like, it's just really funny to me. So, all right, moving on to the debuts and so on and so forth. So, the first one is the debut 100 HP Chowda. This is 1 cost, and it does 10 damage. If your stage has 5 or less Holomem, you reveal a spot Holomem with Justice in your deck and place it on stage, then shuffle the deck. The only thing is, even though this is your extra, you can run any number of copies of it. You do not run spots in this deck. As you can clearly see, there are no spots in this deck. So that's kind of whatever, but it's all good. So moving on, actually we're gonna go, because it's kind of done in a funky pattern here, we're gonna do all 3 debuts first, and then we'll come back to it. So the next debut Raura is 110 HP. The gift effect is Big Pink Cat. If she is in the center position, your collab Holomem takes 10 less damage when they would take damage, as well as a any one cheer ICU, which does 30 damage. So good little bit of chunky damage there. This next one is kind of the MVP. If you are going second, you want this so much. This debut is another 110 HP with a collab effect. Best team I could wish for. If you went second and it is your first turn, so the first time you would use this collab effect, basically your very first turn and you go to use this collab effect, reveal 1 debut Holomem or spot Holomem from your deck, place it on stage, then shuffle the deck. Basically just letting you get an extra debut. It's very nice there. And 1 cheer here for it. Found Amazing Friends, also dealing 30 damage. So you want to, if you're going second, you want to be able to get that and get off to the races. So next is going to be the first blooms. We got several first blooms here, but more than anything, the second blooms are where it's going to be at, but we will get to them last. So the first bloom we want to talk about is 140 HP. Bloom effect, the artist with the god eyes. During this turn, 1 Holomem on your stage with painting gets arts plus 20. Not exactly, but does kind of make you think of like the first bloom iris that is restricted to 1 copy for the Promise deck. Obviously not affecting all of your characters, but you at least get to first bloom and give something a buff, so very nice. And for 2 cheers, information gathering is my specialty, it deals 50 damage. So the next first bloom is actually, we're scooting over here to this one. The 160 HP Raura is a collab effect of Rao. This one's very fun. You want to get to this one very fast so you can go ahead and get get more of your first blooms going and everything's very nice. Reveal a debut or first holomem with Justice from your deck, add it to hand, and then shuffle your deck. And obviously, you can't have a Raura card without the Italian hands. 1 cheer, Mamma Mia, 30 damage right there. It's very, very nice. So obviously, being able to just grab your extra first blooms and just be able to have something to go off there is very nice. I will say there is a first bloom Buzz that we are not running in this deck, but it does have some very fun stuff with a particular is like a Chatino support tool, which is very nice, or a fan. I'm so sorry. So it's the fans. So that is really cool, but we are not running that one. We're just trying to turbo out these second blooms as fast as possible. 2 copies of this Raura is also 180, or not also, the last one was 160. This is 180 HP. 1 white cheer, the real queen is here for 30 damage, as well as, I think this is Italian for La Fine. 1 white, 2 generic, deals 70 damage, and you draw 2 cards. Once again, just trying to get to these second blooms. So I feel the order that we need to go in is this particular second bloom Raura first, and then we'll talk about the second one, because this does this kind of makes it work. So this second bloom is 210 HP. It has a gift ability, Atelier Where Dreams Come True. When this holomem uses arts, you can look at your holo power, reveal 1 card from among them, add it to hand, and if you added a card, you put 1 card from your hand to your holo power. So just to be able to get shuffle some stuff around. Once you get your second blooms rocking and you draw into extra debuts, you can use this to just swap out cards from your holo power and just shove debuts back in there, and you just don't care. Now the second ability here is 1 white and 1 colorless. Colorful Rinascimento. It does 100 damage, but during this turn, your collab holomem with painting gets arts plus 50, and that holomem's arts requires 1 less generic. Meaning, she's doing 100, which is really, really nice, really cool. But being able to give your collab, which we're going to talk in a second here, extra 50 bonus, and makes it so they don't have to making it so they don't have to have 1 extra cheer for their combat, for their attack, is very powerful, because look at this stuff. This is so crazy. So this second Raura is 190 HP. Currently gathering information for the collab effect. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 holomem with painting amongst them to hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of the deck in any order. Totally fine. The art streamer. This is where things get huge, my dude. So it's normally a 3 cost, but we're just going to go ahead and say this is a 2 cost because of the other second bloom. Collab position only. If your center holomem has painting, which it will, this arts gets plus 180, making it 150. But then with the second bloom's effect, it becomes 200. Just outright 200 damage. You're just able to go, cool, poke, more than likely kill something, right? With most everything else in here we've shown, most stuff is floating around less than 200 to 210. I know there are some bigger ones out there, but that's also why you have the first bloom here to give stuff a little bit extra boost, so you could even make that 200 becomes 220. So very fun there, and just being able to do that and just get such big numbers consistently is hilarious, because once again, you're ignoring the resting of any of your Rauras. So you can collab with this again and again and again every single turn and just go, cool, poke 200, poke 200, poke 200. Also, I'm fixing my hand with the collab effect to get the painting characters, using this one to be able to swap out what cards are in your holo power and everything. And it's just really cool to do that. So that is all for the characters. Moving on to the big support cards of the deck. So 1 copy of That Makes You My Enemy lets you swap your opponent's center holomem with 1 back holomem, always useful. People who play Pokemon refer to this as the boss's orders. Idol's autograph pen is basically what people refer to as a gravity, but it is for painting. If you have 6 or less cards in hand, you can play this. Look at the 4 cards of your deck, reveal any number of holomem with painting amongst them, add a hand. The remaining cards go to the bottom deck in any order. Just 1 copy of that. 1 copy of Totsumachi. I finally got my hands on a copy of this. This can only be used if your life is less than your opponent's. If your opponent has no collab holomem, your opponent moves 1 of their back holomem into the collab position, and moving is not regarded as a collab. So being able to just go, cool, move 1 of your things up and I'm going to attack it and probably kill it this turn, which is really, really funny. This is one of the key cards of the deck. This is so powerful. Drawing Stream. You reveal 1 cheer from your cheer deck, send it to your holomem with painting, so you get to ramp and try to get the 4 cheers on your 2 characters, 2 each on your characters really quickly. It's very nice. Then shuffle the cheer deck. Return 1 holomem with painting from your archive to your hand. So then if something has been used up, you can just add back and get some cards to hand. It's very fun. So very strong there. 3 copies of Bloom Stage. Draw 2 cards. Then if your life is 4 or less, you can bloom 1 of your first holomem that bloomed from a debut this turn once more using a holomem from your hand. So I already went into my first bloom. Here, boom, Bloom Stage. I could already go into my second bloom very fast here. Harasaki Dodoka, obviously 4 copies of. Get to draw 3 cards. Very good. Manager Chan. You can only use this if you have 1 or more cards in hand, excluding this card. Return all cards in your hand to the deck, shuffle, and then draw 5 cards. So Manager Chan is always very good. And then 4 copies of Normal PC. Reveal 1 debut from your deck, place it on stage, and then shuffle the deck. So understandable for having a lot of these. No Mikorane required, but I realize a lot of people have foregone Mikorane for going to Bloom Stage or the other big one, which obviously Joker is not running in this, is I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the Schwarz Celebration, if I remember that's what it was called. And then obviously mono white cheer deck, obviously, and I got really lucky and pulled 1 copy of this recently when I opened up a box. So very happy to get this, and it is in my collection forever now. So that is going to be the deck. So big thank you to Joker for sharing this, and obviously I love anything to do with a lot of the Hololive girlies, and being able to show off Raura is just such a fun treat. So them thighs, my dude. But also Chitino, very cute. So alright, that is going to be it for us today. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to share your own deck list, whether that be Weiss, Schwarz, or even Hololive, feel free to do so by joining the Discord. Link will be in the description. There are 2 different channels that you can post any of your deck list in. There is a deck list submissions, post whatever you want, but there is specifically a Community Fridays channel. Feel free to post in there. If you post a deck log link, much higher chances of your deck getting shown on the channel. So that's going to be it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and as always, stay based.